Okay, check one, check one. Check one, two, three, four. I guess I can be heard. All right. First for class is Cleveland Goodman. Appreciate you. Grab second gear. Yeah. What's up, Eddie? Vince, what's going on? Simeon, what's going on? And AB, what's up? Cool Gamer, what's up? Trouble Man, what's going on? Laveris, what's going on? I want to shout out my cash apps from yesterday because I didn't get a chance because we were too intrigued and we had a lot of glitches. Shout out to shout out to YouTube and their copyright bot. Okay. Uh, I want to thank Mr. Heat. I want to thank Julius. I want to thank who else is up here? Let's see. Mr. Heat and Julius. That's all I see. Okay. Julius and Mr. Heat. And I think we have one more. I am looking, looking, looking. I am looking, looking, looking. I know we had a couple more. I'll find them. I want to make sure that people get thanked properly. Um, the thing is, we're not gonna hold you too long because uh, Green Gorilla, Dr. Green Gorilla's got a show coming on at 3:15. I do believe he texted me. I haven't seen his notification, but we want to make room for him. Um, and this particular topic was actually suggested by Dr. T, because we watched Manosphere Highlight Daily, and they were actually explaining the philosophy of the pills and the manosphere. And Dr. T said I probably need to go more in depth because a lot of people, are content creators, are not necessarily philosophers. I'm a content creator. Okay, I am a pseudo philosopher because Black Gnosticism deals in philosophy mostly. Okay, most most esoteric religions deal in deep philosophy. So that's what I deal in. So the way I look at the pills, the three pills, is different than the way other people look at the three pills. I have the gold gas station pill. That means you own the gas station, sir. You probably own the refinery then. Oh, they showing up to work today. Yeah, I almost didn't, man. Art New Style in the house. Pragmatic Prime in the house. Caramoo. Oh, a salute from Minnesota. I heard that, man. Land of the Beckys. I don't know if it'd be archival, but the thing is, I'm just going to do my best at explaining it the way I see it. Charles tried to do this the other night. Okay, and basically, the philosophy of the three pills shouldn't be that hard, in my opinion. It really shouldn't. It's not when Sister Sophia came up with the three pills when she actually wrote the first book called the I. Um, she she wanted to make it as simple as possible. Philosophy should be as simple as possible, and that's the way it's designed to be. It's designed for the layman, not necessarily the philosopher, with the layman to understand it. That's what it's designed for. So basically, when I hear people go through all these gyrations about the pills, okay, they kind of make it too hard. They really do. So what happened to St. Joseph's Children Chewables, and that's what is on here? Yeah, yeah, that's true at times. Yes, they are. They make it too difficult, and we just want to start with, okay, what is a philosophy? Philosophy is nothing more than a school of thought, right? People want to put rules to it. You got to be to be red pill, blue pill, black pill. You got to be this, that, a third. A third. It's just philosophy is nothing but a school of thought and a worldview. That's what it is. Any philosophy, okay? Realism, socialism, communism, Marxism, capitalism is a system of things. Liberalism, which capitalism comes out of, is a school of thought. And people, when they have a worldview and a school of thought, they attach things to it, right? They attach practices to it, and that's all that's happened with the manosphere, with the red pill, okay, as we call it. It's a school of thought. It's a philosophy. It's a way of seeing the world. That's all it is, right? You can apply it to women. You can apply it to money. You can apply it to politics. You can apply it to um, science. You can apply it to anything. It's a school of thought. Apply it to how you teach school. Okay, whether you teach real history or you teach what the history that you're given by the doctrine you're given by the school system. Okay, even then, even history has a blue pill, a red pill, and a black pill. Okay, the blue pill is whatever's made up, like George Washington chopping down the cherry tree. Okay, which it's not true. Okay, the red pill is what George Washington actually did. His true history of what he did, who he was, what he did, how he came up, how he became president, what the machinations that went through. Right? Okay. The black pill is the why. Why are all these forces? How and why all these forces came together to form what George Washington and his cohorts actually did? Okay, that is the black pill. How history and how these things are actually constructed by environmental and organizational forces. That is the black pill. Those are the three levels and three schools of thought. Okay, and those schools of thought could be applied to anything. So blue pill so blue pill, and we'll actually start with that, and then we're gonna see how it applies to the manosphere. Okay, let me see. Let me pull up the first one. So we have, since we're gonna have what visuals. So let's pull up some visuals. So we're gonna have visuals. Let's go ahead and have some visuals. Okay, the blue pill. Let's start with the blue pill, right? If you look at the matrix, right, the matrix is designed to what? Uh, give socialize the people inside the minds inside the matrix to live a certain way by certain rules that were actually laid down by who? The architects, right? So the people could actually harmonize and get along together, so it would run. That's what happens when they socialize you. When you go to school, when your society, your family, your school system, the TV, the social media, all does what? Socializes you to think a certain school of thought, to fit in. Okay, just like the Matrix, okay, 99% of the people that existed in that world in this movie Matrix, 99.99% of the people were actually inside the Matrix, inside the machine, okay, for survival. They could not exist outside the Matrix. It's impossible, okay? The blue pill world has to be there. For society to run, you have to construct a society to cooperate together. So your laws, your rules, the way you think about history, the way you think about mating and dating, the way you think about women, the way you think about men, the way you think about children, the way you think about the rest of the world is all constructed by your society over a long period of time and from many different forces. Okay, that is the blue pill world. Okay, the blue pill world is the vast majority of the ordinary people and how they're socialized. That is the blue pill school of thought. Okay. That is the standard. It could be American, it could be British, it could be Chinese, it could be Japanese. Okay, you have to be socialized into a pattern so that you can all cooperate together. You can't have all kinds of individuals running around doing their own thing and seeing their own truth or taking advantage of their own truth. Otherwise, you have chaos. That's like only so many people could actually be awakened. Even Morpheus knew that. Okay, even Morpheus knew that. They were never trying to destroy. They were never trying to destroy the blue pill world ever. They were trying to alter it. Okay, at the red pill level, you cannot figure out how to alter it, but they're trying to alter it to make it work better, which is what all the groups inside the matrix are trying to do from their own point of view. They're trying to alter the blue pill world, shape the blue pill world so the vast majority of people could actually cooperate and live better lives, or live a better existence. That's what it's shaped for. So blue pill. So people say blue pill is wrong. It's not. Okay, it's not. The blue pill world has to be there. Now, how you construct the blue pill world is a different story. Okay, how you when there's problems and issues inside the blue pill world, those things have to be changed. The vast majority of people will be fine with the blue pill world if they were fair, if they weren't disadvantaged, if it worked better. You wouldn't have a red pill space. That'd be mostly non-existent, except for a few stragglers that thought a different way. A few sigmas that were cool with it, but thing is, they wanted to do their own thing. So the blue pill world is absolutely necessary. People forget that. I want to tear down the blue pill world. You can't tear down the blue pill world. Everybody should do their own thing and pump and dump hoes. Okay, and people pumping and dumping hoes and living a radical red pill existence. And guess what's happening? You're tearing down the fabric of your own society that you have to exist in, and you cause more problems than you fix by doing that. So you cannot have a whole bunch of renegade red pillers running around in the matrix where we exist and causing havoc. Okay, you can't. That's how come when Morpheus said they picked certain minds to red pill, that we're going to actually do the right thing. You have to have responsible red pillars to come in and actually try to fix problems. Unfortunately, you're always going to get the cats, man, that go rogue, and those are the cats that go rogue and cause problems. And you know better than the Pookies and the Ray Rays that go around screwing up everything. You know better. You're not trying to fix anything. What you're trying to do is decimate the blue pill world, which and shape it into your own pattern, which doesn't work. The blue pill existence has to work, otherwise it'll fall. And you don't want to see what happens when a blue pill society falls, when there's no more blue pill. Just like the Matrix, have a whole lot of dead people. Okay, that's what the architect was trying to tell Neo. And and Neo went through all different phases from blue to red to even black. Neo at the very end was a black pill. Okay, it was actually a black pill. He was on the level of a black pill. He was on the level of the architect. But that is the blue pill world is not destined for destruction. Okay, even heaven, as we describe it, has constructed as a blue pill. Heaven itself, and heaven because God constructed it right in a certain order. You're gonna have to recreate it. Heaven and the earth can pass away, but the thing is, at what time? And the thing is, if you destroy a blue pill world, is you have to rebuild it to exist in. Otherwise, you don't have people. Hold me down while I toast this numb for diatrius. Okay, and we'll get to that. So we don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get through it. Right? Okay. Um, let's check out the next pill. Okay. If I can click on it, let's see. Let's check out the next pill. Since we got visuals today, next pill is the red pill. This is one we're all here for, right? Okay. What is the, the red pill means what? You're throwing off your socialization. Okay. You're going against your socialization, right? And you want to learn what? The truth. The physical truths that exist inside the world, right? You want to learn the physical truth. Okay. How the matrix works. What is the truth inside the matrix when you throw off your blue pill socialization, right? What did he say? If you take the blue pill, you wake up in your bed and you go back to believe whatever it is that you want to believe or whatever you have believed before. The white picket fence, the 2.5 children, the the Dodge Caravan in the driveway, and the beautiful, dutiful wife that you dream of. Okay, that's what you believe in, and that is your goal, right? That's because that's what you're taught. Women are sugar, spice, and everything nice. My woman will never cheat on me. That kind of stuff, right? That is blue pill. That's blue pill thinking because you have to be socialized to believe in this kind of stuff. Otherwise, you would never participate in those things, right? You got to be socialized. Just like when you go to school, you have to be socialized to cooperate. Okay. If anybody has children, okay, you notice that uh, up until kindergarten, I would say kindergarten, maybe even preschool, depending on when you send your kid there, right? You have a different kid. Kid is independent. It's got its own mind. It does whatever little personality things it does around the house. Okay, it picks up a little bit from you, but basically that kid is family oriented, right? Until you send them to school, and then you start to see how the socialization process works. You get a kid that can't sit still for more than 2 minutes. It's always squirming and looking over his shoulder to a kid that sits still. Okay. A kid that pays attention, a kid that looks at everything but quiet because they're in class with the 25 to 30 other kids that are doing the exact same thing at the exact same time, right? The biggest uh, that's how come the army does it, right? They don't train soldiers individually, they change them in groups, right? Because group think and socialization is way more powerful. If you get your peers doing the same thing at the same time, you're gonna fall in line. And you're going to fall in line with almost without question because the last thing a human being wants to be is an outcast in a group. Minivans still exist, sir. What does a red pill look like when the environment is functioning closer to an optimal level? If that environmental ever exists, if the red pill and the blue pill align, then there's no need for the red pill. There's no need for the red pill because the blue pill is operating at the truth level, which normally doesn't happen because human beings don't operate that way. What would be the difference in blue pill from the black community compared to the non-black communities? The blue pill community in the black community is that women run it, and mama can do no wrong, and the black woman is God, the black woman is queen. Okay, uh, Big Mama runs the house, Big Mama runs the community, right? And we always do what Big Mama says. And if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. That is the black community. Okay, uh, women have to be taught to be strong and independent of men. And if anybody's going to be educated or service first, it's going to be the women. It's a women first community, whereas other communities it's man first because they depend on the man to bring home the bacon and bring back things for the community. And our community does not. That's the difference between a blue pill, say white community or Asian community versus a blue pill black community. Okay, we're flipped. If I was more red pill, I believe men would start screw working and having money. What is I don't know, saying screw working and have money until the changes takes place. That is not quite. That's not quite red pill, or this. It's more like it's It's more like a red pill failure. That as a protest, but thing is a screw working all together. Okay, that doesn't work because you don't eat. Red pillar would never go for that. There are some cultures, nope, it's all a philosophy. Okay. What does if you blue pill is what? You guys you guys overthink this stuff, okay? Blue pill is how you're socialized, okay? Or is every culture socialized the exact same way? No, they're all different. And they're all and they can be slightly different. Okay. We would not you could not be a blue pill American and fit into into Chinese community in China, right? That's authoritarian because you have not been socialized to think that way. So you think that they're all crazy. I think Stardust or Thinking Ape said this. He lives in Germany. Okay, in America, it's perfectly blue pill to at 3 a.m. in the morning with no traffic to walk against a red light. Nobody thinks about it. Of course, there's no danger. There's nobody out. The cops ain't gonna give me a ticket. I can walk against a red light. In Germany, they will hold you because you have to follow the rules. That is blue pill thinking because you've been socialized to do it that way. A lot of guys think they're red pill and they come out with the bootstrap thinking and they're blue pill. They just don't believe it. You're gonna force me to read the books by Sophia Stewart. I think she only wrote one. I don't know. I don't know if she wrote any more after that. She should have, but I haven't seen it. Leave the black Western gynocracy. But the thing is, even if you leave the black Western gynocracy, you still have to fit into a culture somewhere. Everybody can't do that. It's not fitting into another culture is not as easy as you think. There's trade-offs to everything. Anyway, now the red pill is basically throwing off your socialization and seeing the truth, seeing what the what the obvious truth is in the world, right? We think this just think if you're a red pill, you'd be more independent because you don't believe in it being a Democrat or a Republican. Okay. Most red pillars are independent because they're going to take the best choice or the best policies and the best candidate for them because they don't believe in the parties. They don't believe how you socialize to vote for one party or the next, right? And there are drawbacks to being red pill because a lot of because sometimes some of the institutions that are put in are helpful. Would make you an easier life. Look at Cipher, right? Okay, he got red pilled out of the Matrix. He saw the truth. He wasn't caught up in the illusion of the truth, right? But thing is, guess what? He had to get gruel and a nasty ass food for the rest of his life because that is the truth. That is really what you eat. He didn't like it. I'd rather have the blue pill fantasy. You have a lot of guys that are red pill trying to get back into the blue pill fantasy because they've been awakened and don't like it. Is there such a thing? We have invented a purple pill. The purple pill, if you look at MGTOW, purple pill is you're half in and half out. You're half in and half out. Okay. We're 23 minutes in. Let's go ahead and well, I guess we can keep on the red pill because the black pill is a little deeper. A black pill is a lot deeper. Okay. Um, well, let's go through all three of the pills and then we'll talk about what they mean to the manosphere because that's the other thing. That's the other thing that we have to talk about, right? How does this fit into the manosphere, right? Let's see. Let's pull it up. And you've seen this picture already. I like this picture. That is the black pill, right? What does the black pill mean? Okay. Um, the black pill is actually looking at how the world is how the blue pill world is constructed without morals. Because a lot, even in the red pill, there's a lot of morality that gets thrown around, right? The Pookie and Ray Ray versus the educated lames versus what hoes should be doing. Um, Even in the red pill, the people, a lot of guys, even the incels, they want genuine desire. I want my woman to love me. Okay, I want. That's how come they're not black pill. That's how come I know incels are not black pill. They don't want just pussy. They want women to love them and care about them and cherish them and be faithful to them. Right? If you're a black pill, you don't give a damn. Okay, women cheat, men cheat. Okay, and vagina is a commodity. Okay, it's not a cherished gift. There's 4 billion on them on the planet. In fact, I got to do a video later today. There's 4 billion coochies on the planet. There's an oversupply of vagina, especially in the black community. Okay, it's a blue pill thinking to think that the vagina that's being issued out or running around in America, especially in Black America, is in short supply, and it's not. Okay, there's 2.5 million more adult black women than there are adult black men. Okay, 2.5 million. There is no shortage. It's actually an oversupply. That's how come they complain about getting a man and dating out because they can't get the value or the money or the value out of their vagina. Not the because their blue pill mother has taught them that their vagina is the most precious commodity in the world, and it might be the most precious commodity to her. But the thing is, when you weigh it against the market, it's an oversupply. It's like bottled water. Are you going to pay $100 for bottled water in the middle of a city? No, because a bottled water is less than $1. It's 50 cents because there's oversupply. Water's everywhere, right? But you go into the middle of a Sahara Desert, that bottle of water is $100. Why? Because it's undersupply, supply and demand. And that's what black pill teaches you. So it doesn't matter if you want to get your rocks off. It doesn't matter whether it's uh, it's game, whether it's a four, whether you're tricking, whether it's a prostitute, or however you get it, right? It's a commodity. The thing is, it differs in the price that you have to pay for it. That's black pill thinking because it's a commodity. What is what is it? What's its value, and what is its use? Okay, and there are two sides to the black pill. Stop sharing my screen for a second. Wish I had these in order, but I do not. I do not. This represents this guy represents one part of the black pill, and I've used this one before. If you guys remember this, I've used this one before. If I can find it, I don't see it. There it is. Let me make it a little bigger. This is all Owl Man, right? This is the alternative Batman, right? This is the other side of the black pill, and guess what he says? It doesn't matter, right? It is what it is, and it doesn't matter. He is the nihilist, the ultimate nihilist of the black pill. Okay, there's two sides to the black pill. He's the opposite of black pill. Um, Black man is a utilitarian, right? He believes in the sonum bonum, the greatest good, right? In other words, some people have to be sacrificed so that the vast majority of other people can live and thrive, right, or survive. I think I was watching Star Trek, a Star Trek movie, The Wrath of Khan, right? When the ship was going to get blown up, it's going to get blown up you know, uh, uh, by this bomb, right? By this wave, okay? And Spock had to make a decision to get the ship out of danger, so he sacrificed himself, right? What was he said? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. That is utilitarian, the sonum bonum, utilitarian thought. So is it wise to sacrifice 1 million people so that 1 billion people can live? That is black pill utilitarian. Okay. Uh, Nihilist utilitarian said it doesn't matter. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you shall die. And it doesn't matter because human beings are worthless garbage, and the world, the world should be destroyed, and all the people should be wiped out because they're not worth any a damn thing anyway. Okay, and sometimes you have some wildlife philosophers who think the same way, that human beings are actually a parasite or a virus on the planet. They should be wiped out so the animals can go back to the perfect state of nature. Okay, those are the two sides of the black pill. Neo saw the black pill when he actually went through the what did he go through? Neo went through the door of light and saw and spoke to the architect, and the architect showed him exactly how the matrix was constructed and how many matrices there were, and how even Zion, the place that uh, that he lived, that he supposedly escaped to, okay, was also part of the whole thing about the matrix, right? They had to have some place for the people that couldn't be reformed to go to without killing them, right? They could actually kill them or send them someplace. So Zion was that place, designed and fed and even taken care of by the matrix, by the architect. Okay, that's at the black pill level. That's why when he came back, what did he tell Morpheus? Okay, it's all a control. It's all a lie. Okay, and this is the truth. That's when Neo got black pilled. Neo was no longer red pilled. He was blue pilled as Mr. Anderson. When he became Neo, he believes in the red pill or the truth as it was presented to him, the truth of the situation. But the real underlying truth, the why and how things actually constructed, was black pill. So when black pill deal with the ugly side of the world, the ugly side of human nature, especially without morals. Okay, so who sees that? Your soldiers, okay, your prostitutes, your sex workers, your pimps, your policemen. They have to see the ugly side of the world. Your high level politicians see the ugly side of the world. Your president is a black pill because he has to decide who lives and who dies on a daily basis. Who's going to who's going to live a good life and who's going to live on the street. He has to decide that on a daily basis. That is at the black pill level, and that's you can never go back to being the same once you're doing that. That's like a Barack Obama went from a black-haired person to a white-haired person within a few years because of the stress of looking at humanity without morals. That's the black pill. It's not. So, in other words, it's not that hard. Okay, it's really really simple. Now, what you attach to it, and that's where the manosphere comes in. What you attach to it is different. The rules that you make around your worldview, your philosophy is different, right? So in the blue pill world, say, um, do you want to marry your high school sweetheart, or you want to marry the woman that you grew up with? You want be faithful to her and her be faithful to you, and you raise your children so that that your daughters and sons can prosper and get married and raise their own families, right? And continue the chain because that's what makes the world function. That's what you're trained to believe in. That's why I said culture trains women to be wives, right? This culture now trains women to be partners now. They've been socialized to think of themselves as partner. I was listening to We Need to Talk, Obi, okay? He doesn't realize that he's been socialized as a feminist. You hear it in his language. He so believes in that. He thinks that he has ingested the red pill, he sees the truth. But thing is he still spouts blue pill or socialized talking points. What his female feminist teachers have taught him in grade school, in high school, in college. It still comes out of his mouth. He still has not taken a red pill and seen the truth. Even though he sees it, he refuses to actually take the red pill. Now, when you take the red pill, then that's when guys, especially guys that have been red pilled by life, is because the blue pill has failed. Most guys come here because the blue pill has failed. The blue pill world has failed, and they have no place else to go. The matrix has ceased to work for them the way they think it should work for them. That's why they come here, and they rage out because they look back and said it's all been a lie. I've been socialized for 15, 20, 30, 35, 40 years to think a certain way. And I look behind it. I find out that the baby that my wife told me was mine is not mine. She had it by some other dude. And I've been raising this kid for 15 years. And I didn't know. That's a red pill event. In other words, what I have believed, what I've been socialized to believe, is a lie. If catch the woman cheating, or or she becomes unhappy and she runs off with the kids, and you thought that you were supposed to be married for 50 years. Doesn't work that way, right? You get red pills. Most guys get red pill. Shannon, what's up, Shannon? Shannon, shadow watching. What's up, man? And that's what happens, okay? But the thing is, for society to function properly, you have to be socialized in those patterns. Okay, so even me, even red pillars, right? We still struggle with the blue pill world because that chip, that programming is still inside you. Even Neo struggled with the notion of the blue pill world of the matrix because it had been socialized in him. It was all you can't turn it off. It's always there, right? The red pill is clears, takes the scales off your eyes. You can actually see the world as it is, right? That's what happens. That's what the manosphere is all about. The man, I think I was listening to Bernard Riley, right? What is the manosphere for? And I mean, I'm glad they're starting to use the language I've been saying for the last almost 10 years, right? What is the manosphere for? Manosphere is not to address women, okay? We talk about women tangentially, but what we're trying to do is reorganize and reframe and realign black men's world's view, right? That's what the black man is for. Your women are not who you think they are, right? Okay, they're not who you think they are, and the thing is that a lot of times they're on automatic just like you. They're on automatic just like you. People think they do this stuff willfully. I can tell you, man. I got daughters, right? Dumb bras don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're on automatic. They learn. I've heard their grandmas and their great grandmas and their aunties tell them stuff, right? They just ingest that stuff, and then they try uh, to push it out onto the rest of the world. That's what the weaves and the eyelashes and the Brazilian butt lifts. They're trying to align themselves to what they've been taught, what they've been socialized to think. They all the socialization by the women in their family, by the schools, by what they see on TV and all that kind of stuff. That's socialization. Okay, that's blue pill socialization. They don't know what they're doing, and we think that okay, they're doing it because they hate us. They have no clue. And they're confused. So when the red pill comes up, we start talking about them and start stripping that away. They get upset. Why? Just like the men get upset. They get upset because you're tearing down what they believe in. You're tearing down their worldview. People don't not people react kind of violently to you tearing down their worldview. They don't like that. And the people that have built the matrix, had built this worldview, they don't like it either. And they do send people after you. Okay, they do. YouTube is YouTube. YouTube. The people that own YouTube are black pill folks. They know how the architects construct this kind of stuff, and they don't want the blue pill world torn down because they built it. And so the red pill, why it's so attacked is because it's the antidote to the blue pill. Okay, and they know everybody cannot be red pilled. They can't. But the thing is, sprinkling of the red, that's where the purple pill comes in, right? You mix the red with the blue, you get a purple. Okay, the purple is the digestible form of the truth. Okay, that's how come the women only flock to certain channels because they can't take the hardcore red pill truth. They can't. but they can take ingested in doses in the purple pill range. Okay, explain it to them, and over time, what you start to do, realign the blue pill world. You start realigning the blue pill world, right? As you as the men in this space and the men broadly start to realign their worldview, that stuff starts to take action with laws, with marriages, refusing a marry, passport bros. Okay, I see that these women are socialized to culturalized to not be wives, as I've been saying. And they're socialized to be partners. I don't want a partner because a partner brings certain things. So let me go find a wife that's been socialized and cultured to be a wife, been trained to be a wife. That's red pill thinking. They're not angry at the chicks that are not. Okay, you know what? You know, I love you. You know, I would rather be with you, but guess what? You're not what I want. So I know that you can never be what I want. So let me go someplace where those women already exist. That's red pill. Or I'm not going to get married because I don't like the laws. Because I'm gonna get, the average black marriage is 5 years, and I don't want to invest my most of my life or all my wealth into something that's only going to last 5 years, and they walk away with half my wealth and my children. Why would I do that? That's red pill thinking. It's not about you don't like children or marriage. The thing is, you don't like the way it's arranged. You don't like the way it's constructed. That's red pill thinking. And as far as the manosphere is concerned, okay, versus blue pill. Most guys uh, that are blue pill, especially in the black community, refuse to believe that this black community is a gynocracy, even though it obviously is. And when you point it out, they get angry because I'm a man and I'm a patriarch, and I rule my roost, and I can do I can make my woman do whatever I want, and basically I run my family. Yeah, with her permission, because as soon as she walks out that door, I don't care if you're Muslim, okay, and you go by Islamic law, she walks out that door with your kids. Guess what's gonna happen in them courts? Okay, that's red pill. You're gonna find out what's really going on. That's red pill. And let's see. How to chip away one's worldview of one of the earlier, yeah, being part of the black power sector because you instantly are operating in, yeah, you can, but thing is, a lot of the black power sector is also infiltrated by the gynocracy, okay, because they have a um, female centric, gynocentric worldview. They still do. Yeah, macho manism. Well, the thing is, even that is a philosophy, right? And under certain circumstances, it works just fine. Okay, go down to Latin America, macho manism is king. Okay, but not in this environment, not in this society. So macho manism does not work in this society. Okay, you can women are attracted to it, um, and make their panties wet because it's something different. They'll have sex with you, but the thing is, at the end of the day, when the rubber meets the road, they're gonna buck. Okay, because they can. Try going upside her head as a macho man and see what happens. Part of the issue with globalization, the matrix has grown. The other countries have started to imitate Western culture. We've already talked about that. Okay, I talked about that ad nauseum. Ad nauseum. And the matrix doesn't operate the same way in all sectors. Okay, because globalism. Guess what's going on in globalism right now, right? Okay, it's changing. And got to remember, feminism and liberal movements are an effect and not a cause, and that will change too. Every man does not go through all the pills. They don't, especially the black one. Let's get down to the black pill. Okay, the black pill is looking at the world without morals and trust and believe every man does not go through all the stages of all the pills. Okay, and some guys, I know guys in their 80s that have been married for 60 years. Okay, and believe in the blue pill. Actually, believe in the blue pill consistently, right? Believe in it. Would never think anything of it. Would never. Guys, 70 years old. My wife would never cheat on me. find out the wife cheated on them, and bust their bubble. Okay, your worldview is your world. Your worldview only changes when you want it to change. Every man does not go through all the pills. But the black pill itself is looking at the world without morals. Okay, how are things constructed? If you're a nihilist, your thing is how to get the most pleasure out of this life that I can. Yeah, look at Donald Trump. Okay, how to get the most pleasure out of life that I can, regardless of who it hurts or who it doesn't hurt, because that's immaterial. Because it doesn't matter anyway. That's what the all man said. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I blow up all the earths. Doesn't matter. Who cares? It's not real anyway, right? It's a human construction. Whereas utilitarian is like that. I will I kill? Sure. Will I hurt some people? Sure. Do I have to lock some people up to get them off the streets? Yeah. Look at what Andrew Tate's going through, right? He didn't do anything that was out of bounds. But why they lock him up? Because you're ruining the blue pill that they constructed. And you're gonna hurt in their eyes, you're gonna hurt more people than you're actually gonna help. That's why they locked him up. That's why they threatened him. Because those people know how the world is actually constructed and what the messages are. That's how come the manosphere bothers them. Is because you're changing worldviews. You start changing people's worldview, that's dangerous to them. Okay, when you start giving people red pills to wake up, that's dangerous. You have a whole lot of people in the matrix wake up, that's dangerous to the matrix. That's at the black pill level. Neo understood that. That's how come Neo went back. Okay, because Smith was going to make the matrix into his own image because he knew how, because he figured out how to do it. And regardless of who it hurt or who it destroyed, Neo was actually going to make the matrix into his own image. That's like ancient Smith was actually going to do it. So Neo had to go back to actually save the people and save the matrix because he had to. He knew he had to sacrifice himself. Well, yeah. That's how come Agent Smith was trying to make copies of himself. That's how come. Um, how many other stories put nihilism against utilitarians? Neo versus Smith, Batman versus Owlman, Batman versus Joker, Thanos versus the Avengers. Okay, a difference in utilitarian visions, right? You see it constantly. Doctor Doom versus the Fantastic Four. These old ninjas been through two divorces, currently planning on a third. Yeah, that's blue pill. Yep, that's blue pill. But if it works for you, it works for you. Anyway, we're at 46, and we're gonna. I'll give like uh, I'll give like maybe 15 minutes for comments, and we're gonna bounce. We're gonna make way for Green Gorilla. But a lot of people make the pill system way too complex. They try to mix actions with philosophy. Okay, worldview, uh, how you apply the philosophy differs from person to person, right? Um, it's like I think it was yesterday that Dead Set Anime was saying he's going more toward Owlman than Batman, okay, because he's been Black Pill. If you look at the Punisher was Black Pill because his family was actually destroyed, so he didn't care who he hurt. He just wanted to kill as many bad people as possible, right? He didn't care who he hurt. There are people that earn a lot of money. They don't care who they hurt. Yeah, a lot of ball players, man. You look at you look at the ball players, man. The young ball players dating strippers and stuff like that. Okay, um, they're probably more purple pill, but um, they're becoming nihilists. They don't care who they hurt. They don't care how it affects the rest of the world. They're actually portray an image or project an image. They just want pleasure, because they got women throwing at them. They they got they got all the fame and glory they can get. The thing is, they don't care that how it looks to other people if they're dating strippers or getting strippers pregnant or having 9 baby mamas. They care about pleasure. That's nihilism. Nihilism to the extreme. Nihilism to the extreme. And so Wolverine is kind of red pilled. Uh, yeah, I think Wolverine is kind of, but I think Wolverine is way. I think as he got older, he got red pilled. I think Wolverine was really very blue pilled because he believed in a cause. Um, so he's really blue pilled at first, but I think he became red pilled. He wasn't on the on the level of Professor X. Professor X and Magneto were actually black pill. They understand how the world's actually constructed. Go ahead, brother. You're up.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for letting me come on the platform, brother. I've been following you for a little while, and I just
Okay.
want to say that you do a great job, bro. And this
Appreciate you.
whole, like you said, the whole manosphere, this whole sector, it's a blessing for men in general, but black men specifically. And I don't think enough brothers really realize that. I think a lot of us we watch this for entertainment, right? Because they have a lot of real successful content creators in this in the manosphere.
Uh-huh.
I think most people watching this for entertainment, bro, because you learning we being taught the rules, how this work, whether it's red pill or black pill, what's really going on. But every day you still see a lot of black men falling into the same traps. I think most people are not taking this. They hearing the information, they not applying it. It's more like entertainment for them. I think that's dangerous. I think more people need to really take into consideration that these are real strategies for survival in this system that was created to destroy you.
It wasn't okay. It wasn't if it was created to destroy you, it wouldn't be here. Okay. It's created
Okay,
for you. It's created for you to fit into a place. Okay.
okay,
Just if they trust and believe, the Native Americans know what it is to be destroyed. Okay.
I
The
got you.
the natives down in Mexico uh, got slaughtered by the conquistadors like to the tune of like 30 million people back in the 16th century. That's to be destroyed, right? You're here to actually fit into a spot. Okay. Otherwise,
Right,
they would have shipped you out to kill you, except for one thing: 70% of their GDP actually depended on you picking that
I
cotton,
got you.
being on that plantation. You're
That
here to
make a
fit
lot
into
of
a
sense,
place.
brother.
Yeah.
And and right quick, man, I just wanted a reason I clicked the link. I wanted to give you a story about how important the red well, because I understand you teaching black pill. I'm learning more about the black
Oh,
pill because
uh-huh.
I
All the philosophies are have their uses to me, so I teach all of them. Go ahead.
okay, yeah. So I'm getting more into the black pill, and
Hmm.
I can see where that's probably the best philosophy or the way to look at what's going on, because I think that protects you all the way around. And
Yeah,
so
but you have
No.
but you have but the thing is, you're going to have to give up part of your soul to become black pill. Are
See,
you are you are you willing to do that?
Well,
see,
I'm already there, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm already there because I've been in my lifetime for as my personal relationships. I've been betrayed by so many people to the point that I already pretty much lost my soul. I have no trust in people. I'm pretty
Hmm.
much a lone wolf at this point. But I want to give an example real quick, and I'll
Hmm.
let the other brother go. I don't want to hold up too much time. But I met this younger cat, bro, real smart, young guy. I'm 34, right? This younger
Hmm.
guy I met is about 25 years old, but he is
Hmm.
very, very smart, very advanced for his age. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
He has a small business. He actually hires me on the side to work with him. You know what I'm saying? That's how advanced he is as a young man. But I realized too how lost he is in the blue pill. Because I mean, I had a conversation with him, and the guy was telling me about how his ex had a situation with her new boyfriend, and the guy was putting his hands on her, and he thought she didn't have nobody to defend her, so he
Okay.
he confronts the guy, right, and he wants
Uh-huh.
to fight the guy for her. Only for me to find out later on during the conversation that you like, well, I asked him, but he was like, "Yeah, I haven't seen my kids in 11 weeks." I'm like, "Why? Do they live out of state?" He was like, "No, my baby mama won't let me see them." But this is the same woman you was willing to fight for.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's blue pill. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was amazed by that, bro. And I just wanted to bring that up to let people know some of these younger men or men in general who have that think. You have to understand the flaw in that mentality. In that type, if that's the mentality you have, that's flawed thinking, bro. You ready to go and fight and possibly give your life for a woman who won't let you see your kids?
That's what have you been trained to do?
Yeah,
That we call that proxy violence. All matriarchies have men that will actually exhibit or actually implement proxy violence on their behalf when they think they've been wronged.
right, right. That's crazy, bro.
That's why the black community is a gynocracy. It's not a patriarchy. People say it's a patriarchy. It's not, because if you're willing to attack and kill on the whim of a woman, okay, then you're not in control. She is. You find out with was it Travis Rudolph? Okay,
Yeah,
they barely knew that dude. Okay, just because a woman, because your sister texts you, you're willing to ride out and maim and kill somebody that you don't know.
right.
I'm gonna say this because black pill is something that you don't become it; it happens. It's not like some fucking level of Super Saiyan. I just want to put that out to people's brains. People say, "Yeah, I want to be black pill." No, you don't. No, you don't.
That's why you think cops drink.
No, you don't. I'm gonna tell you this one. How many of you motherfuckers seen dead babies? Not on the news, not on a movie. I mean, you had to hold a dead baby. You had to contemplate or actually shoot an 11-year-old kid who had explosives strapped to their ass.
Yeah, yep, yep. That's when you become black pill. You see the ugly side of humanity. I mean, really, really the ugly side of humanity. That's black pill. And most people pray to God don't get there. Okay, because you have to give up a part of your soul to be that. And people haven't realized what that actually means. Actually, live with giving up part of your soul.
Well, see, when you have to be forced to go into ugly situations, such as sexual assault of children, murder scenes. I mean, people say that's the protect. No, it's something that you build that you have to have that you really don't want to have, but in order to have certain to go through certain periods of life or certain professions, it's going to
Yeah,
come about you or you're going to leave it.
and you have to have black pill individual for the blue pill to actually operate.
Hmm.
Because
Right. I just
like cops have to be cops, even though they see the disgusting part of humanity. You couldn't have the blue pill world without them operating at that level. Go ahead.
Right,
It's
I just want to say too, like I understand exactly where you're coming from, but the only thing, a little pushback I have is I don't think how you said most people don't want to see the black pill. I don't think it's well, yeah, it may be the majority of people that don't want to see that, but I do think it is a
like
healthy number.
95%, even the black pill people, most black people don't want to be black pilled anymore.
I go for 99% of people.
Yeah, because the reason I say that, because me, I'm just speaking personally, right? I've
Hmm.
always been the type of person that I want to know the whole truth about a situation, but I don't want to be in any situation if I don't know the whole truth. So basically, what I'm trying to break down is I wouldn't want you to just tell me enough to keep me comfortable in a certain situation. I want to know the good, the bad, and I want to know how bad this can get so I can be prepared for anything. I've never been the type of person, don't coddle me. Don't make me feel safe if I'm not really safe. I want to know exactly how bad this situation can
No.
get
In
so I
other
can be
words, black pill means that in a given situation you may not survive, and you know it
right.
already.
Right, but I like that. Like so for instance, let's say me and you, brother, like we going into a situation where I can possibly die. Let's say you have all kind of experience in this, way more. I'm new to this, right? I don't want you to tell me that everything is gonna be okay. I want you to tell me before we go in, it's a possibility I might not come out of here.
In other words, in other words, basically, if they send you to war, say they send you to Ukraine, they send you to the front line, knowing that the odds of you coming back alive are actually are almost slim to none, but you do it anyway. Why do you do it?
Well, honestly, okay, I'm gonna try to answer that the best way I can because I don't believe in fighting for this country, so I'm never going to
And
in
no,
any
no, no.
situation.
Whatever country, okay, you fight for something, right? Okay.
Well, yeah, let's say I'm fighting for me and mine or whatever, and I know that
Uh-huh.
I'm not coming back. Then yeah, bro, like if it's worth it, if it's me and mine, somebody I really care about, family, friends, people that I really do care about, who not strong enough to fight for themselves. I've always been a protector. So if I love you and I know you're not strong
That's to
enough to
protect.
fight this battle,
Uh-huh.
I will
Uh-huh.
fight that battle for you.
Let me put
Yeah.
it to you this way. This is Black Pill. Black Pill is saying, okay, you love grandma, but
Yeah, but grandma might have to die.
grandma might die.
Have did you actually see the Spider Verse?
I
Spider
didn't
Verse two.
catch it. I didn't catch that one.
Go catch it. Black the Spider Verse two is actually very Black Pill, right? Because what they told Miles, your father has to die. Okay. Otherwise, you're gonna alter the whole timeline. So the one you love most has to die. You know they have to die. You have to let them die.
And it's funny because when you explain this phenomenon to people, if I explain everything to you, that's not even Black Pill. That's just Red Pill. That's just awareness. Okay.
Right.
Black Pill is okay. Am I gonna be the utilitarian or am I the nihilist? Am I
Hey,
gonna do it to create order or am I gonna do something because nothing you can ever do in this world will ever really affect any type of change? And
you know
I
what?
really think people need to study utilitarianism and nihilism and really look up the definitions and to study those two words. And even when you do, it's a lot different than actually experiencing war and going to people who cannot do shit for themselves. Like, yo, there's a lot of times when you look at people and you have keep kids go to school, right? Why do we put all these kids to school when you know all of them are not going to be fucking shit? That's a very blue pill concept. Think about
Right.
it. But because when you believe in equality, if you still believe in equality, you're blue pill as fuck.
Yeah, and we got about 5 minutes, folks, before
Uh,
GG starts.
one thing, because you guys really did bring some of my team, because I was confused about Black Pill, so I want to use another movie. I hope y'all seen it. Did you guys watch Knock at the Cabin?
Knock at the cabin. I don't think so.
No.
That's the one. Well, that's the. I'll give you a brief rundown. So that's the one with Batista's in there. There's this family. It's three of them. A man. It's a gay couple. It's a two men and a girl. So
Hmm.
they come in and they got these like a 5 or 6 people coming in. They threaten to kill them, but they actually don't want to kill them. They're giving them a choice. So the whole reason they come in is like, okay, you guys have to decide which one of you guys are going to sacrifice yourself, or everybody else in the world is going to die. But we can't force you to do it. So basically, it's like they can't actually force this family to make their decision. So they can decide to just stay together, and they'll be the only ones left on the planet.
Hmm.
Or you can decide to sacrifice one of your own to save everybody.
Yeah, that's that's
Right?
that's that's the begin. That's the beginning of the black pill. Okay, and
Got
uh,
you.
living with the black pill is actually sending somebody that you love on a mission to die because it's necessary. Okay, which
Okay.
is
Well,
at the God level. Because guess what? If if you look at it, what God gave up His own Son, right?
That's
yeah.
And
black.
what did Jesus say? What did Jesus say? Right? I don't
Father.
want to do this. Okay, I
Right.
don't do this, but I know it's necessary. I have to sacrifice myself for this cause, right? For the better good. Have to do it this willingly because of the greater cause.
That's
Okay,
why.
God had to send His own down there to actually go through this kind of crap, right? That's black pill
Right. That's
at
Yeah,
that
I'm
that's
not
level.
black pill then. I'm not black pill. I have to
Yeah,
admit, because I'm not gonna. When I watch that movie, I would not sacrifice my own. I know it sounds crazy, but I would let the
yeah.
whole world die before I kill my
Well,
own for people I
not
don't know.
then you're not black pill. Then
it's not crazy. It's the fact that you're a
yeah,
human being.
you're a human being. Yeah.
It's just the fact of the matter that most people, like I said in the chat, I probably experienced every level, damn near every pill in almost every level. Would I want to sacrifice my child? No. But at the same time, we have to be in reality that there are people in this world who will sacrifice their children. I mean, if y'all want to look at black pill and red pill, go read Invincible. Don't even look at the show. Just read the book. What you saw in the animated pales in comparison to what they put in the book. There's a lot of black pill shit. This person's a murderer. Especially if you look up the character Sinclair. He's black pill as shit. Yeah, you might capture this motherfucker, but I know this guy. He has the ability to basically create these monsters for the government for the better half, better the betterment of the American people. If you're not ready to say shit like that, you're not black pill. If you're not willing to say, look, hey, you might have to shoot this 11-year-old boy who's setting IEDs out.
Hmm.
Why? Because if you don't, other people will die.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Closing thoughts, folks, because Gigi's rolling. So.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll do a show at the GG, and I guess we'll do the BGS pill party. Now,
I just want to give people a brief overview about what the pills are about. The thing is, it's a philosophy, right? Get it deep into the philosophy and
hmm
study it, and then, but the deeper you get into, basically, that's how come a lot of guys, a lot of soldiers, a lot of cops are wasting. A lot of cops eat their gun. Okay, soldiers eat their gun or go on drugs.
because they
Okay,
can't handle.
they can't handle it anymore. Why do you think prostitutes and strippers have to take drugs and drink? And porn stars, right? They got to drink. They got to be on drugs. Why? Because they can't handle what they're doing. Okay,
I hope that one
they
day I
they,
make
they,
my.
they have to give part of their soul.
I hope one day.
Anyhow,
I hope one day I don't have to go through it. And AKA, we're gonna nickname you Pill Cosby, and the black Pill Cosby man, and we're gonna do a BGS after party to talk more about the pills
yeah. If,
later.
yeah, because you don't have to be that, but I actually want you to understand what these things are. Like a lot of your incels, and I'll close with this, right? A lot of incels are not black pill; they're actually blue pill. Okay,
Bluest of the
Be-
blues.
it's bluest of the blues because you ask the guy, okay, you're incel, right? Okay, you don't have sex. I said, how come you don't buy it? Well, because I want her to love me, I want her to care for me, and I want her to look a certain way. So then you're not black pill, son.
Mm.
Okay, you blue pill. Otherwise, you get on a plane or go to the corner. You get your needs met. Nihilists or black pill people are not incels. Okay, they can't be because sex is actually a commodity. It's not. It's not. It's not what you think it is. It's not this sacred thing. Okay, now birth is a sacred thing. Her womb is sacred. Her vagina is not
A lot
because
of
she
you,
sells it all day.
I'm gonna
Go
just
ahead.
say that a lot of people bringing up Thanos. Thanos in the comics is more black pill than in the movie.
Yeah, he's
Man,
more. They softened him. Yeah,
they softened the fuck out of him because that dude. I mean, he
yeah, yeah. The Thanos was nihilistic. Yeah,
he's a nihilist. He's the
yeah,
traditional.
yeah,
More
yeah,
so than him is Darkseid. Darkseid, he doesn't give a fuck if he sacrifices his own
yeah,
kid.
yeah.
He sacrifices a whole goddamn planet if he gets
Yeah.
his way.
They wanted to make Thanos more complicated by making him utilitarian. Is Thanos actually right? Okay, about what he's doing, even though we might agree with his methods, but thing is he right?
We'll see.
Same thing with I think they learned that from Killmonger. Is Killmonger right? Right?
I will say. I will say it's very. I'll say this in ending. A lot of people who celebrate Killmonger never had military science. Their military science is not if you got to put up a gun and shoot around, go in the air. Military science is how you run a fucking country.
Yep, yep. If how can you believe in Killmonger without believing in Hitler?
hmm
Same people.
So you guys disagree with Killmonger's view in the Black Panther series?
Because here's the problem, and I'm gonna just make it very simplistic. How many people? What's the population of Black Americans in America?
And 40 million.
What's the population of white people in America?
Was it 100 and 160,
170, 160,
million? Yeah.
So that's what roughly 5 times, 6 times
Yeah, about
more.
5 times. Yeah.
So you're gonna make black people public enemy number one, and more so than we ever been. And I want you to think of how you would get black people in America annihilated.
Yeah.
That strategy that Killmonger have, you got to get the technology to here first.
Yeah. Yeah. What's saying is Killmonger had, as far as take the scenario, right? He had the technology, right? How many people are you willing to sacrifice? to change the world. He's going to kill a whole bunch of people, like billions of people, okay, in this war. Are you willing to do it?
And what
So,
did Batman say to the dark side? What's the folly of being a king without a kingdom?
yeah, yeah. Or will you go live as a hero, or you will be a brutal dictator by doing that? Or does it matter to you? And I think at Killmonger's stage, it didn't matter. His cause was his cause. He believed it. Hitler had the same vision.
Hmm.
So who's right? Okay. Anyhow,
Right.
closing thoughts inside.
Okay, yeah, I just want to say, man, thank you again for letting me come up, bro. I don't catch a lot of your lives. I don't know why, because I do have your notifications on. I catch a
Uh,
lot of the videos you do, but I don't know. I don't know if you go live frequently, but this is actually my first live I've ever caught. So I'm glad I was able to, come in and listen to you, man, and talk to you, bro. I think you do great work. And
I
I hope to
appreciate
see talk to you again one day, man.
appreciate you. I'm probably doing an AMA. Probably gonna do an AMA tomorrow. I try to do a Ask Me Anything at least once a week, and tomorrow's Friday, so I probably will do an Ask Me Anything tomorrow for people that want to ask all these random ass questions they don't get to. So instead of sticking to the topic, you can ask me all those random ass questions tomorrow. So
Got you.
anyhow, y'all, I'm getting ready to bounce. Green Gorillas actually going right now, so go over there and actually
Go to,
participate and actually
go to the
uh,
Green Gorilla. We'll do a
yeah,
after
yeah,
party of
yeah,
BGS and Green Gorillas
yeah.
topics, and I'll host it, and hopefully the old man will come through.
Yeah, okay, I'll
Woo!
try. Green Gorilla is actually talking about who will save the black community. It's a good topic, so go in there.
Black man.
And so my black pill brethren, I will see you later. Okay,
Woo!
all right, peace out.